You're going to hear more and more about Rule 40B, but it's an essential protection against the convention being stolen. There'll be a lot of people who are going to try to repeal it. I believe in keeping it. Rule 40B says that to be nominated at the convention, to be on the ballot, you have to have a majority of the delegates in 8 states or territories. It was originally adopted in 2012 so that Ron Paul couldn't play havoc with the convention. But now it has a much more important purpose. Last week we discussed how it may serve to keep Kasich off the ballot. But there's a much more important point than that. It will keep from being nominated by this convention anyone who has not gone into any of the primaries, who has sat there on the sidelines, let everybody duke it out, who has let 33 million people vote in the Republican primaries, and not deigned to be considered, not deigned to involve himself, hasn't gone to any of the debates, appeared on any of the shows, subjected himself to any of those tests. There is a move at the convention to try to deadlock it, and then to have a Romney or a Ryan or somebody else come out of nowhere and become, poof, the nominee. Well, that's something you could pull off in the 19th century, but not now. Now, 40B says that unless you've gone into the primaries and won a majority in at least of the delegates in at least 8 states or territories, you can't be nominated. At the moment, Trump has more than cleared that threshold, and Cruz is at about 7, and I think he'll have an 8th one very soon. So that rule, it seems to me, is absolutely crucial, so that we know that these primaries meant something. You can't just take all of these primaries, where the turnout's 75% higher than it was 4 years ago, and dismiss them out of hand simply because some Republican leader doesn't like how they came out. There are really only 2 candidates who are vying for this nomination, Trump and Cruz, and I suppose Kasich, and the nominee had better be one of those 3. Otherwise, you're just completely dismissing democracy and going back to the age of boss-dominated, smoke-filled rooms. So this video is to urge us to fight to keep Rule 40B.